see that too?
Disgusting.
Although Singapore and Sri Lanka are two similar small countries, I do not need to tell you the difference. That is the difference.
Every ruler says that a Singapore will be created within few, but they have not been able to do so far. The point is that not only the government but also the people of Sri Lanka have a similar responsibility to protect the environment.
3,650 people? That's how many people die each year on our roads due to traffic accidents in Sri Lanka. What's even more staggering, around 5,200 people die each year because of the air pollution in the environment that we deal with every day. That's more than the people that die each year related to breast and prostate cancer combined.
Pollution? What comes to your mind? Some people might immediately think of the factories spilling fumes into the sky and creating air pollution that can make it hard to breathe.
Others might think of pipelines spilling oils into rivers causing water pollution that contaminated drinking water.
With social advancement, the quality of the environment has been continuously degrading because of the pollution. As a result, it will be cause great damage to the people and the economy of the country and surely will have a global impact.
So what is pollution? Pollution is an undesirable change in the physical, chemical or biological characteristics of air, land, water and soil. In recent times, noise, light and plastic pollution are also gathering huge attention from the environmentalists.
While the agents that bring about such an undesirable change are called pollutants. So, today our team going to describe the human activities that contribute to pollution and finally how to prevent it.
I am going to talk about issue in urban garbage management.
For a long time, there has been no proper garbage disposal within the limits of the Colombo Municipal Council area. Many people living in the area were severely affected by the release of the waste into the swamps, pollution the water, soil and air those areas. Following the landslide at the Meethotamulla garbage yard in 2017, the government completely stopped dumping garbage on it. It is gratifying to note that since then, the government has focused on transporting garbage by train to the state-of-the-art sanitary landfill in the Aruvakkalu area in the Puttalam district. The other major problem is that many people mix and dispose of non-perishable materials such as polythene, plastic, glasses with decomposing waste, which is already adversely affecting the entire ecosystem.
As you know, Sri Lanka is an island surrounded by the Indian Ocean, so we all are lucky to have a beautiful coastline all over the country. Also, it is a major part of a tourism attraction to Sri Lanka, but unfortunately, due to a lot of human activities, the ocean and coastline is polluted day by day. What are the causes for that? There are several reasons like such as toxic chemicals, industrial and agricultural waste, large-scale oil spills, deep-sea mining and littering. Also, Sri Lanka faced the worst ever beach pollution from burning express per ship. It has had a significant impact on Sri Lanka's sensitive coastal environment, local communities and the economy. Marine pollution has many consequences that directly and indirectly affect marine life as well as humans. So we all have a huge responsibility to protect our ocean and coastline.
There are four major environmental impacts due to the competitive business activities. climate changes, sustainability, waste reduction and pollution. Here is talking about pollution on the environment by competitive business activities. The competitive business activities have a variety of adverse effects on the environment. They are releasing chemicals, loud noises, garbages into the environment, releasing toxic gases to the atmosphere, excessive usage of natural resources to make products. These activities can cause great damage to the environment as well as to human. This pollution can cause the destructions of natural resources and atmosphere, the spread of various diseases and extinctions of animals. Therefore, must be taken to prevent pollution through competitive business activities.
Sri Lanka is a beautiful country filled with nature, forest cover, ecological and water provisions, different species of birds, wildlife, and which also include several World Heritage places were gifted by our ancients. There are so many beautiful tourist destinations around in Sri Lanka. Sigiriya, Nuwara Eliya, Kandy, Floating Market, Unawatuna are some of them. In Colombo, when we consider about PETA, the floating market located in Western Mawatha was opened in 2014. Here the pollution mainly occurred due to the dumping of garbage, air pollution and also awful smell of chemicals from the car wash. Sigiriya, considered to be one of the most valuable historical monument in Sri Lanka. It is so pathetic to see how the nature polluted by polythene glasses in such a heritage place. Also this causes to decrease of biodiversity, cause health problems to animal and the people. All these things, it cause negative impact on tourism and it occur the level of visitor use. Tourism has traditionally been the third largest foreign exchange earner in the country. So the negative impacts of tourism cause adversely for the Sri Lankan income.
Water. Water is a key resource for the human survival. But due to increased water pollution, the water resources are being affected severely. This occurred due to irresponsible human activities, for example, factory dumping, oil leakage and sewage, which could not only threaten the life of aquatic animals, but also risk the people who consume fish. Prolonged consumption and contaminated water also increase the risk of illnesses such as diabetes. In addition to that, there are negative effects such as drying up water spring as well as increase in the irregularity of Yala and Maha season.
Up to now, we considered about the causes of environmental pollution. Now let's see how it badly impacts to our entire economy. Mainly, due to this environmental pollution, it can happen a variety of health problems for citizens. For an example, Rajrata kidney disease and increase in chronic illnesses like cancers, heart diseases. Due to such situations, the government have to afford a huge cost for community health. Due to weaknesses of waste management system, it has happened a huge problem around the country, especially in tourist attractive places. Also, improper garbage management has become a huge threat for wild animals, especially elephants. Such reasons directly affect for declining tourism industry. Also, decrease in forests lead to increased global warming and it causes lots of natural disasters. Due to ocean pollution and coastline erosion, directly affect to fishing industry and tourism. These situations badly affect directly or indirectly for the economy of country.
Okay, let's talk about government policies in Sri Lanka for prevention of environmental pollution. According to the Constitution of Sri Lanka, the duty of every person in Sri Lanka for protect nature and conserve its riches. Ministry of Environment, Central Environmental Authority, Coast Conservation Department, and MEPA. These are the main active organizations for environment conservation. The National Environment Act, Soil Conservation Act, Coast Conservation Act, Marine Pollution Prevent Act, Forest Ordinance, and Mines and Minerals Act. These are the major policies in our country. Not only that, there are many more rules and regulations are being implemented regarding environment pollution. All these are encompass a wide range of subjects such as air and water quality, biodiversity, and wastage management. As well as the purpose of these policies are to prevent, minimize, and punish actions that treated or damage the environment and those that live in it. Actually, as Sri Lankans, we must be obeyed by all environmental rules and regulations in our country.
In addition to the legal measures imposed by the government has introduced the Sustainable Development Goals as other measure. The introduction of eco-friendly products to reduce pollution and also be mentioned. Eco-friendly products is the world's leading brand of single-use food service packaging made from renewable resource and post-consumer recycled content. Also, the government is already implementing various projects for waste management. For examples, Arvakkal Waste Management Project and Pilisaru National Solid Waste Management Project. As a result of these projects, it has been possible to generate new products through electricity generation and recycling. Another action is compost fertilizer production using biodegradable waste. The government has taken steps to provide transport facilities under municipal councils for the collection of garbage from urban areas. The government is taking steps to use it as a solution to the present shortage of fertilizer.
Today, not only the public sector but also many business and institutions in the private sector have taken a number of steps to protect the environment. For example, a concept called green business is currently being developed in Sri Lanka. Under this, many institutions such as green banks, green restaurants, green universities and green factories are developing. These green businesses are planned to have minimal impact on the natural environment. In addition to that, many products such as biodegradable polythenes, disposable pens, eco-friendly light bulbs and eco-friendly dry cells are common in Sri Lanka today. Entrepreneurs are also working to reduce the use of the polythenes and focus on replacement products such as local reed bags that can be used in environmentally friendly manner. The use of the electric vehicles is also gaining popularity as they reduce the amount of the toxic fumes they emit into the environment, greatly reduce the pollution. Furthermore, the private sector is focusing on recycling its waste to enable the business to adapt sharp recycle methods. The best example for this is the Kandalam Hotel Complex, where they recycle all the waste and water removed from the hotel and divert it to other uses.
Okay, now I will tell you what are the measures taken by the countries around the world to prevent environmental pollution. First one is eliminate homes with solid waste. It is estimated that if Brazil produced electricity with methane or biogas by using all the solid waste, it would provide 44,000 jobs and contribute $13.3 billion to the GDP in year. And the other one is engines that run on manure and sun. If 90% of the pig and dairy farms in Mexico use biodigester tanks, where animal feces are stored to capture methane gas to convert into electricity. What do you think about it, Prabodha?
Yes, really there will be. And so other countries use bus rapid transit systems as a solution for excessive air pollution. So what is bus rapid transit systems? As we all know, India is the most polluted country in the world. So the World Bank says
If India built 1,000 kilometers of new bus rapid transit lanes, the benefit would include more than 27,000 lives saved from reduced accident and air pollution, and 128,000 long-term jobs created. Reduced emission would also save some 28,000 tons of food over 20 years. More than 50 Latin American cities already have bus rapid transit systems, such as Metrobus in Mexico and Transmilenio in Bogota. Some systems even use compressed natural gas, which is less polluting than diesel fuel. It is also the region with the largest number of passengers transported by the system.
That is an existing solution to maintain the mobility, economic prosperity, and high quality of view in our region. So the most important thing is that is introduced in 2013 in our country. So that is about it.
We can reap many benefits through the innovations that mentioned above. It helps to generate new jobs through starting new businesses. The production of new commodities will help to increase gross domestic production and contributes to the economic growth. The tax revenue generated through the new businesses will help to increase local tax revenue. The imports of some goods that cost a lot of money to import can be minimized, and it helps to increase exporting. Not only that, it helps to increase tourist attraction to the Sri Lanka, and it helps to protect our environment for the future.
There are important things we can do to protect our environment as individuals. What are things we can do? First, we can dispose garbage separately, especially in public places. If you can, hand over the recyclable garbage to the nearest recycling center. Next thing, if you use a reusable cloth bag instead of a polythene bag, large number of polythene bags collected per day is reduced. Also, reduce food waste, repair broken equipment and reuse, keep a water bottle for yourself are some of important guidelines. Common people like us the main factor in preventing environment pollution. If you are able to fulfill your responsibilities exactly, we can make the whole environment beautiful. Remember, if we do negative things to the environment, no one can escape the negative result received from that. We all need to come together and prove to the environment that we are good humans. Let's stand up to prevent environment pollution.
Planet Earth is 4.5 billion years old and mankind about 140,000 years old. Let me put that in perspective. If you condense the Earth's lifespan into 24 hours, that's one full day, then we have been here on this planet for 3 seconds. And look what we have done. So, if we were wise, we wouldn't be shocked. We see storms that's stronger than ever before, or more droughts, hurricanes, wildfire than ever before. Because there's more pollution than ever before, more carbon, more trees cut down than ever before. For at a record, we have increased the extinction of animals by 1,000 times than the normal rate. What a feat! In the next 10 to 100 years, every beloved animal character and every children's book is predicted to go extinct. Species that have been here longer than us will be gone because of us. That the crisis is not the pollution, it's us. These problems are symptoms of us, byproducts of us. Whatever you experience as a part of yourself, with that, nobody has to tell you, please take care of this. Anywhere, you will take care of it. The planet is for all of us, and we cannot exist here by ourselves. Our existence here is not because of our economical activity right now. We are made to believe it is because of the percentages of growth that's happening in this country. You will live well. No, we will live well here if everything is green, beautiful, water is flowing, air is pure. We will live well here. This idea has to go into every human being's mind. into every citizen's mind, into every child's mind. So, how we keep the atmosphere around us, the water bodies around us, will determine the Mother Nature and the quality of our life. We cannot allow the history to be written by gloomy and greedy. It is our duty to protect the Mother Nature from those who refuse to see her beauty. Something as small as the flutter of the butterfly's wing can cause the typhoon. So, we too will make waves and watch the world into a new era filled with love and connection. And it's up to you.